Good afternoon, I'm Josh Duncan, and these are some of the top headlines out of the KelownaNow newsroom today. Phil Johnson has a new home on the Kelowna airwaves, and he's making the move to the FM dial. The legendary local radio personality ended his long run on AM 1150 on his morning show earlier this month. I believe October 3rd was his final day. He was looking at 76 years old, looking to step back a little bit after waking up early with Kelowna residents for more than 2 decades. Initially, Phil was expected to stay with AM 1150 in a weekly role, but he is seemingly being pried away from Vista Radio by the Jim Pattison Broadcast Group. Pattison announcing today that Johnson has joined the team and he will soon begin on-air work with OV 1039. He's still going to be doing what he does best, sparking conversation, telling local stories, diving into issues that matter most to Kelowna. While he's going to be doing a lot of the same thing he's become known for, he'll be doing it in a much smaller role during guest spots on OV Mornings with Leslie. OV 1039, which of course is at 1039 FM on the dial, plays all the biggest hits from the 70s and some from the 60s as well, and has hourly news updates throughout the day. Kelowna City Council has greenlit a new Rutland rental project, but it didn't get pushed through without some hesitations from councillors. The project is going to be a 6-story building at the corner of Rutland and Mugford Roads with 40 micro suites, 3 studios, 36 one-bedroom, and 9 two-bedroom units. The applicant says it would be geared towards students, seniors, and 1 or 2 person households. Charlie Hodge, councillor, took issue with a lack of indoor amenity space and the amount of micro suites, but still decided to support it when it came down to a vote. His colleague Luke Stack took issue with the proposed parking situation, as there would only be 27 stalls for 88 suites. The building would be around 30 meters outside Rutland's 400-meter wide transit-oriented area, which means a variance would be needed to have that few parking stalls. Ron Cannon, another councillor, obviously did not like the idea of giving a variance, suspecting that it could lead to more boundary creeping, as he said, requests for future buildings. Ultimately, it was approved with a 5-3 vote, and the applicant will now be able to apply for a building permit in the near future. Tumultuous times continue for the BC Conservatives. While it appears as though John Rustad's time as leader could be limited, he doesn't seem to have any plans to leave. Monday marked 1 year since the party came oh so close to winning last year's provincial election, and Monday also kicked off another crazy week for the BC Conservatives. Rustad's hand-picked board of directors penned a letter to the leader to address what they called turmoil and chaos within the party. They're asking Rustad to immediately step down as leader and let the party elect a new leader to take it into the next provincial election, which is scheduled for 2028. However, Rustad told reporters in Victoria on Wednesday he will not be quitting, has no plans to do so. The party's constitution prohibits the board from forcibly removing Rustad from his post, and only his resignation, death, incapacitation, or a leadership review with less than 50% support could oust him at this point. There was a leadership review in September. The results showed just over 70% in support of him as leader. The party earned 44 seats in last fall's election, but that number has fallen to 39 this year as 5 MLAs have quit the party or been tossed from the caucus by Rustad. Another day, another concert announcement. This time it is a major one in Vancouver, and you know a lot of people are going to be traveling down from the Okanagan for this one. The Foo Fighters are playing BC Place on Sunday, September 20th, 2026. And let me repeat, that is a BC Place show, not Rogers Arena. And you know that place is going to be packed with around 55,000 screaming Foo Fighters fans. The opener is a big name as well. Queens of the Stone Age have been tapped to provide support for Foo Fighters on their 2026 tour, which includes that show in Vancouver. The band announced their new tour dates this morning as they released a new tune as well. It's called Asking for a Friend. You can stream that wherever you get your music. And then tickets to see the Foo Fighters next year in September, they go on sale through Live Nation at 10 a.m. on Halloween. That is next Friday, 10 a.m. on Halloween. All right, wrapping up here in sports, a former West Kelowna Warriors defenseman made his NHL debut earlier this week. Charles Alexis Legault suited up for the Carolina Hurricanes on Monday night, posted a little more than 12 minutes of ice time against the Vegas Golden Knights. Legault is from Quebec, but he spent the 2021-22 season with the Warriors, notched 18 points in 36 games. He went on to play 2 seasons at Quinnipiac University, won a national title with the Bobcats in 2023. Carolina drafted him in the 5th round of that 23 NHL draft. So congrats, Charles Alexis, a huge accomplishment there. And to the West Kelowna hockey fans who want to see the next NHL stars in action locally, the Warriors are home this weekend. They take on the Trail Smoke Eaters on Saturday. All right, a quick look at the forecast. 12 degrees and cloudy in Kelowna right now. Continued clouds overnight as it drops down to 6. Rain in the forecast for Friday, a high of 14. Continued rain expected this weekend, cooler temperatures as well, but we will get into that tomorrow. That is it for me today. You can read up on all these stories, though, and plenty more at KelownaNow.com. Be sure to check us out on socials as well. It is KelownaNow.com on TikTok, KelownaNow on X, Now Media Group on YouTube, and our new Facebook and Instagram accounts as we try to build back our following after the Bill C-18 ban. Those accounts are both Best of Kelowna Now. We would love it if you went and gave those a follow. Have a lovely Thursday night, Kelowna. I will be back here tomorrow afternoon for one final look at the headlines this week. We will see you then.
We don't just report the news. We live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now, local, independent. News you can trust.